In this demonstration, we will be changing the transfer case fluid for a 2001 Ford F150. The manufacturer recommends this being done every 60,000 miles or 4 years, whichever comes first. The transfer case is located towards the middle of the vehicle. For the purpose of this demonstration, I'm going to remove this shroud just so that we can see things a little bit better. You do not have to do this on your vehicle if you're changing the transfer case fluid. Now that I've removed that guard, we need to look for our drain and fill plugs. The drain one is located towards the bottom, obviously, and it says drain. Now the fill plug is just a little bit more difficult to find. It is stuck in there a little bit higher, and it will be a little bit more difficult to get to. But again, you're looking for a plug with a square indentation so that we can get a ratchet in there to loosen it up. I'll be using a ratchet with an extension to loosen the fill plug. And it's always good practice to put down a drip pan before you take the fill plug out, just in case some fluid comes out. You always want to loosen the fill plug first, because if you take the drain plug out and drain out all the fluid, and then you realize you can't get the fill plug out, you can't put the fluid back in. Next, we're going to loosen the drain plug, and you want to make sure that you have a drip pan, because when you take this out, all the fluid's going to come out. While that's draining, you can inspect the plugs and clean off any debris that is on them. As per the specifications for this particular vehicle on AMSOIL's website, we need to use 2 quarts of synthetic multi-vehicle automatic transmission fluid for the transfer case. Now, before I install the drain plug and fill it back up, I want to push a little bit of new fluid through it, and to do that I'm going to be using AMSOIL's hand pump, and that's going to pump it into my transfer case and clean out any residual fluid. I'll go ahead and install my hose into the top fill hole, and we'll give it a few pumps. And we can see the nice clean fluid coming out. And now it's time to reinstall our drain plug. We'll also want to make sure that we torque the drain plug to the manufacturer's specifications, which is between 80 and 203 inch-pounds. After that, we're going to reinstall our fill tube and pump in 2 quarts. And as you can see, we have a little bit of fluid dripping out, which means we are all the way full and we're ready to reinstall our fill plug. After you've torqued the fill plug, you can go through and clean off any drips. Out of curiosity, I took a sample of the old transfer case fluid, which is on the left, and the new transfer case fluid, which we put in on the right. Obviously, there's a major difference. The old fluid had a lot of contamination, so I'm glad I switched this fluid out.